Welcome. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
There we go. Welcome to Chingos of Golf. It's
Podcast.
me. Podcast live and in color. Finally, after a full year, season 2, we have our video up, and I'm excited for all the things we're going to talk about today, Steve. Not only do we have a sponsor, which we'll talk about in a little bit, we also have Nothing is Out of Bounds with Andy Torres. That's going to be super excited. But before we get Andy on the show, everyone gets your disclaimer there. The views expressed by us, our guests, anyone in here is for entertainment purposes only. And please be advised, this is not any kind of advice or anything like that, guys. But Steve, how has your week been? I know we've had, it's been a week and it's been fun, and some things have happened, starting with Scotty, right?
Oh, yeah,
guilty
man.
Or not guilty? What do you think?
Well, there's a video that was recently released, and he's not guilty, man. Of course, he's not guilty. From the get-go, was what they said, a misunderstanding. But I was able to look at I saw a lot of articles. I saw the video. It was pretty intense. The officer, unfortunately, just got up and started banging on his window, and then I also found out that he didn't even turn on his body cam. He didn't activate his body.
Yeah.
They arrested him. So, that's pretty interesting. So we'll see.
Well, Steve, I have a different take. It's interesting you think not guilty. I think full-blown guilty. And let me tell you what I saw in that video. The video just came out today, right? Sometime today, a video came out where you could see him trespassing, or he's passing something. And he's trying to go around something. To me, I think he's trying to circumvent the system. And he got caught. Now, he's a golfer. He's not Wembyamba. He's not Tiger Woods. He's known. Yes, he won a couple, but he's not a great man. I think he tried to get away with it. Supposedly, he didn't name drop, but I think otherwise. And I really think he thought he could play the system.
You realize he's the number 1 golfer in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's just a golfer. Me and you can be the number 1 golfer next year. We really try.
If we really try.
But hey, okay, hold on. Then also things started coming up about his attitude and the way that he actually is in real life. And I didn't know this, but he seems not to be a good person. Yes, he's a father, but there's things coming out that this is something that was in line with his character, which is interesting. Because he comes out as a good guy, right? Like, everyone thinks he's a good guy, whatever, but there's a sense of, there's other news about him that I think is worth thinking about, Yeah, I don't know if he's not guilty. He's definitely not guilty.
Do you think they'll probably have more information on him, on his personal life, that's going to come out? Is that what you're saying?
No. I just think things are coming out. Like, some people I think I saw some golfer, I don't have the name of it, but like it's not unexpected. Like, this is almost like he acts this way not that he's above the law, but I think he tries to get away with stuff, and he's done some stuff in the past. I'm not too sure. I just think that when I saw the video, did the cop overreact? Maybe, but he was trying to go around the barrier. So on a rainy day, and it was dark. So what are you doing? What are you trying to do? Drive on the sidewalk? Is he what he
No,
was doing to do?
they closed the area for golfers to
Yeah,
go
do
through.
not pass.
I don't
Somehow
know.
he thought I
I
could
didn't read the
pass.
article. I didn't read the
No, I
article.
didn't read the article. I saw the video. I don't need to read the article. I saw the video and it's small. I get it, but Steve, let's see who's right or wrong on this one.
Yeah,
Texas chili, we could do. So
I got you. Texas chili, but not
Wendy's,
not
Texas
not
chili.
not Wendy's. Not Wendy's. We already talked about
No,
that the
Wendy's,
last
yes,
time.
Texas chili. But it's funny. One more thing I made a comment about. In our last podcast, we talk about Scotty, and then he gets arrested. It's been a theme in our podcast when we bring. I mean, we also talked about who was the other guy that got enough that was had a divorce the day after we talked about him.
Oh,
He
Rory,
huh? Rory
McIlroy.
was one, but
Yeah,
also not Kevin Bacon, the actor in
I'm good at movies. Give it. Let's go.
he played the golf. It was in the golf movie up in Houston. Tin
Oh,
Cup.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin, yeah, Kevin Costner. We
Yeah.
talk about him, and he ends up getting a divorce. We have, I don't know, man. I'm very careful not to say a celebrity's name in our podcast because I know that is telling of what's to come tomorrow or the next day.
Well, you already said a bunch. You name dropped a bunch
I
of
name
them.
drop. Shoot, man. I won't
We got
name
some
drop our
comments from
family and
Facebook,
friends.
man. I wanna go some comments from
Yeah, do
Facebook.
it. What are they
Arnold
saying?
Garcia, man. Can you see that? Guilty playing
Yeah.
devil's advocate.
I mean, I'm not playing devil's advocate. I'm playing the truth advocate. Yeah, Arnold, for sure, 100%, man. If you're playing that devil's advocate, but Steve thinks he's not guilty, we will see. Hey, soon we're going to interview hopefully we'll get the Texas Chancla on here. I would love to hear, shout out, for future video. I would love to hear his take on what he's seen on this. Does he have a case? Will he defend
right.
Scotty?
Yeah.
Maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't. I don't know. So, but only time will tell what happens there, but they don't look good.
No.
I don't think he's gonna do a lot of time. I think it might be a fine.
I think it's gonna be dismissed. I really do. Like it's not like
can't.
there's a lot of negative towards the officer already, and I guess due process. So no, I think it's well eventually this will just fizzle out.
Passover.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, we're coming up to time to interview Mr. Andy Torres. Hi, Jacob. Good to see you, man. I can see the chat here.
Yeah.
How about a little bit word of our sponsor here, Steve? You want to put that up here? I'll put the image. That was you. Was that you? Was that me?
That's you, dude. Get it right.
Okay. Get it right, man. Well, first of all, today we are sponsored by Kit Kat Shop. And if I do this here right here, boom. This podcast, again, is sponsored by Kit Kat. They have a unique line of bubblegum beads, pens, badge reels, lanyards, you name it. Also, they have necklaces and keychains. Highly worth giving a like. Go check out their page right there at the bottom. You see at Kit Kat Shop, Kit Kat Shack in the Instagram or the TikTok. You gotta love the quality pens. I personally have bought some last year, and I continue to buy some. If you have nurses, teachers, family and friends, gifts, you name it,
this is where
check
you go.
out. This is where you go. Oh, that way.
Other way, dude.
Sorry, man. I'll get used to this. Kit Kat Shack. We'll show them again. We'll talk about them at the end of it. Again, thank you so much for your sponsorship. Couldn't do it without you. So much love.
Yeah.
One thing as you get Andy here, one thing I like about the Kit Kat Shop that I learned was it's their daughter helps them out with the pens and all that good stuff. And I think one of the best things to do as a parent is to show the next generation how to work, how to make that business and grow. And I think part of season 2, Steve, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but it's us talking to entrepreneurs in the golf industry, but also just in general as well. Yeah. And what I like about Andy Torres is that he's got that, and I would love to learn more about him once he gets on.
Yeah. We're just waiting. He's in the waiting room. Hopefully I put him in the right room. Andy, if you're listening, I'm going to send you another email, buddy, just in case. Again, this was our first time doing
it's
live.
Our first time going live, using the stream thing, looking at the chat. Brilliant minds think alike, Steve Chavez. I don't know if he's saying the guilty or not guilty, but Jacob, hey, good to see you, man. Thanks a lot for being on here. By the way, while we're on the break, Steve and I are showing off our new Guayavera Polo sports shirts. He's got a blanco. Let's call it a güero. Why not?
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah, this should be the Wada Chingon, so all colors of the Spurs colors, it's called that throwback color. And finally, we have the stretch material that everyone's asking
Yeah.
for. We're going to have 3XL, we're going to have 4XL.
Look at this.
Para los
Boom.
gorditos, you name it, man.
Yeah.
Y los wangos, look at that, wango. See, who has a bit of tricep? Bicep, you or me. Look at that. Man, I still got it. I still
I
got
don't
it.
got
I'm
anything,
22.
man. Yeah. There's
Wow, Steve,
nothing
you
there,
got
man.
nothing.
Nah.
And that's
Well,
not on exercise, man. I
no, well,
mean,
you're still carrying babies, man. That's the thing. You're
that's
still,
true.
you got
All
kiddos.
three.
Yeah.
All
So you're
three.
just.
So Danny
Oh, look,
Lozano says, I
the
dig
bear.
thanks, man. They'll be up in sale maybe in a month, though. We've
Yeah.
gone through a journey, and thanks, Steve. Oh, you can do that. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good that
Yeah.
you did that. Look at that. We've been through a journey for past year, from the podcast to the shirts, and we got full-time jobs and families. No excuse, but it's been a fun journey, and I think this podcast is even more fun.
T.
So, big T's showing some love.
Thanks,
What's up,
guys.
fellas? Love you,
Yeah.
man. We are waiting for somebody. Then while we wait, why not show the sponsorship here? Give credits and points there. See if I can do like a little logo here for Kit Kat. Yeah,
Kit
right
Kat.
there. So while we wait, show them off. Hey, go there. Like her shirt. Like her stuff. Go to the page. Man, I can't get this right, Steve. Look at this.
What, dude?
Okay, so it's to my left. All right.
It's your
like
left.
the page. Like the logo. I think, Steve, you, as a producer of this show, I'm about to fire you if I don't give in the next minute.
Hey, everyone has technical difficulties, man.
Shout out to y'all making it happen. T, no, you making it happen. You being on there and being on this thing is great. I was not a fan of going live on Facebook. Steve made me do this. So
I didn't make you do it. It was more of a like, hey, let's try it out.
In the world of Adam and Eve, David and Steve, he made me. He
Wow,
made me do it,
dude.
man. Wow.
Wow.
Even
and you're gonna be the Eve on it, man. I'll be Adam, man.
Yes, Arnold. Andy Garcia, technical difficulties killing me, Smalls. Well, it might be him, might be us. I don't know. We never know, man. It could be one of us.
Hey,
so.
Most of this time I learned it from Andy. So hopefully, he said he's in the waiting room somewhere. So I gotta find him.
Did you send him the right link, Steve? Maybe.
Well, that's another thing.
Come on, son.
Hey, I'm just trying to. I'm like, where is?
I'm about to arrest you like Scotty, man. I don't know. What you're doing is guilty, but not guilty. I'll give you a pass, man.
Let me see.
Pay your fine. Move on.
Hey, so while we're also waiting, I do want to say that I am going golfing tomorrow.
No, thanks for the invite.
Well, you know what, man? I didn't invite you. Yeah, I didn't invite you.
No, I will not be in town. So yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But no, don't say anything. We're live, Bubba.
What does that mean? Andy Torres is look at this, dude. I'm like, hey, you're in the wrong one, dude. Andy, you're in the wrong waiting room.
Did he go to Bumble? Is that where he went?
I don't know.
Is it Bumble even around anymore?
Oh, look, here he comes. All right. Yeah,
look
buddy. I'm going to add him up.
There we go.
There it is. Let's go.
Bro, you gave me the wrong link, boy.
That was me. Hey, we've been practicing this like all day. Like, or not all day, like at 4 o'clock. Most of the day, just trying to get you. I was like, how are we going to do this? Because, hey, Andy, I learned it from you, man. I learned it from watching you. Okay.
Shit. Can I cuss? What's up, Dave? I've never met you. What's up, brother?
I never met you, but my Steve loves you and spends time with you and talks highly about you, man.
Hear that, bro? Nothing
I don't
but
know
love,
if you
man.
dropped the soap or anything, but yeah, hey, man, good to meet you, man.
Soap on a rope, baby. Well, nice to meet you, brother. Hey, man, shoot, I've been a fan of y'all's from afar. Hey, you know what? I saw y'all rocking the Guayaveras, and I said, you know what? I was gonna wear the black one. I said, but you know what? I'm normally that guy, but I didn't want to be that guy tonight. I didn't want to be that guy.
Why? No, I mean, I appreciate it. You've been a fan of us. I've been a fan of you, and I've been watching some of your stuff. I know I think since we started, you started liking our stuff, and I started following you on Nothing Is OB. Man, I want to say you're all over. If you want news of golf, local,
go to this guy,
San Antonio. Right, you want to know about the golf courses. You want to know about the players, college and high school. Man, Andy, you've got it, man. I mean, I don't even want to. I don't compete in your knowledge of golf in the area and all otherwise. My hat's off to you. You know.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys. I
So
appreciate
Andy,
it.
if you could give us just your intro, man, and how you got started, everything we
By
want
the
to
way,
know.
I
Our
had to
fans.
look
What
up
do you
OB.
want?
I didn't know what OB meant, man.
I
love-
I know.
hombre.
So I know. So So talking. I'm not the only one, I'm sure, but talk to people about Nothing is OB. Where'd you get the idea, the name? Talk to us about that. We're interested in that.
Okay. All right. Hold on. This is my first time. Hold on. This is my
What do
first
you
time
mean?
being on this side. No, I looked at my computer. I looked at my computer and I said, "Oh shit, I'm running out of battery." Hold on. Dude, you can't, right? You can't take us anywhere, dude.
You
I
can't-
know. That's you can't, man.
Sorry, guys.
Look at the
Oh,
background. Look at that. Nothing is golf podcast, man.
But
do
you know what?
lot of work.
Nothing
I
is
just-
out of
podcast
bounds,
space.
dude.
I just said tell him. Thank you. Tell him.
Get it right.
Nothing is OB, or what did I say?
Yeah.
What did I say?
That's all right.
Well, no, because I saw the poster behind. It says nothing is, and then
And nothing is golf.
Well, there we go. There's the OB. I missed the OB piece, but
Well, guys, thanks again for having me on. It's different being on this side of on this side, right? I guess everything's kind of backwards here, right? It's different being on this side, and I really appreciate it because you just what do we always say, right? As Mexicanos, like you just want to be called, right? Like you just I don't care what you call me. Hey, just call, right? just go right, just call me, right? And so I really appreciate the opportunity to be on the show tonight. Well, where Nothing is OB started, I'm gonna tell you, it all started because I wanted free shit. I wanted free merch, right? Like it was 2018. It's pre-COVID. There's two golf shows here in town, and one of them is ran by a couple of good buddies of mine, Mike Ratchman and Dave Roberts. They run the Texas Golf Insider, and for a while there, they had I think it was 55 or something like 5,300 consecutive weeks of airing a show. And then the other show is Andy Everett Golf Show. I see him around at media events. He's the UTSA guy, but I think he's a freaking dick. Excuse my language. I mean, I don't know. I hope he listens, because maybe he'll actually acknowledge me at any of these media events. I mean, he's freaking tall. He's 6'4". I think he's a dick, but you know what? He's a hustler. He does commentating on all these sports, right? But it really started because I wanted free merch. I wanted to get free rounds. I wanted to know about the courses, and the underlying thing as to why I started, besides the free merch and besides everything, it kind of started to take a little twist and turn. I didn't have the greatest relationship growing up with my dad, and my dad, some of the only memories I had of my dad growing up was that he would take me to play golf, and you know what? It really kind of led to some heartbreak. I remember my dad came to pick me up. I think it was in 7th or 8th grade, and I had this little bag, like a little Wilson bag, and man, it was just, man, it was all beat out. It was beat up. I had 3 clubs. They're all different clubs, but I remember I had my 9-iron Wilson, and I'm like, man, this is like an imitation ping, right? It was bad. It looks like those, but you know what? It felt great, right? And he comes to pick me up. I get dressed, and I remember the night before, I'm putting into the cup. I'm chipping there in my room, and he comes to pick me up, and I'm like, hey, Dad, I'm ready to go. And he goes, why do you have your golf bag? And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm going to go play golf with you and Uncle Rudy and Uncle Robert. He goes, hey, dude, you're not playing, dude. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm not playing? I was like, I was ready. I was putting, I got myself ready. I was shining all of my Top Flight X out golf balls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he fucking, excuse my language, he freaking broke my heart. This guy, he broke my heart. And I remember I go to my room crying, and my mom looking at him, God rest her soul. My mom was like, really, Eddie? Really, Eddie? You always pulling this shit, And I'm crying in my room, and that's one of probably my first memories of golf, man. And so as I started this podcast, it was freaking heartbreaking. So as I started this podcast, along the way, my dad has kind of been a big driving force, and every time I speak golf, like right now, he's right here. He's still with us, but he's right here with me. And every time I do a show, every time I talk golf, he's just always here. And it's healed our relationship. I've let a lot of shit go, and I'm sure as you guys know, when you have kids, you kind of let some of that old stuff go, some of that hate in your heart.
You have to,
And you know what? He might not have been the best dad, but you know what? he's a pretty good guy, a good dude. Maybe not the best type of father, but you know what? Golf has really healed our relationship. It's made up for lost time. And every time I talk golf, every time I think golf, I have a badass round. I have a shitty round. I have a great experience VTO. He's been out there with me the past several years of VTO. He didn't see me get handcuffed. I mean, that's another story. But he didn't see his baby boy walk off in freaking cuffs. But you know what? He's been there a lot every step of the way, and he always says, "Sabes que, Andy boy, you're doing it, dude. You're doing it, Vato. You're doing it."
That's nice.
And I love it. Like guys, I'm talking with y'all here, and you know what? He's the fourth one. You know, he's in the foursome with us.
Now he's alive, right? Just to
he's alive. He's alive. I mean, he needs a bush light and a joint to get him going. You know, to bring him back from the dead. But you know what? I mean, hey, to each their own, right?
Hey, so heartbreak was what I hear was your first memory of golf in some way, right? Like you were ready and it just didn't pan out. And I think in golf, a lot of times that's the way every game, every hole is, man. You're ready to go and it's a heartbreak. You swing wrong, whatever the case may be. So it prepared you, I feel, man, for what the sport golf is, you know?
Yeah.
So did you play high school?
I didn't play in high school. I went to a private school in Corpus Christi. I can't say Incarnate Word around here because everybody thinks it's either the college or the all girls school, right? And so it's like especially growing, being a Catholic school teacher. So I went to IWA, which is the only co-ed out of the Incarnate Word high school systems, right? And I went there on work study. My mom worked in the co-op store. We volunteered for everything. I cleaned 4 classrooms after my classmates. I grew up in a really, really small side of Corpus Christi, right by the Buttercrust off of Port Ayres and 16th Street.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize how poor I was, like growing up.
Yeah,
and so
we all did it.
You know what? I was like, man, it's like
normal like everybody else. But then you look back, like, man, I was pretty poor. You know,
I was like, shit. There were 6 of us with 1 bathroom. How the hell did we do this? I never even thought to go outside and pee. I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? and so, I couldn't afford to really play golf, and I just, anytime, my mom would just kind of throw me out there at Oso Beach there in Corpus Christi or Gabe Lozano, and hey, you had to play the executive or the par 3 course and just chip and putt all day. And no, you know what? Just like kind of going outside. Hey, like you come back when the lights turn on, right?
Yeah.
Jeez, man. So wow. Go ahead, Steve.
No, I was just gonna say that's something that you start off as, and it just makes you stronger along the way. Especially on the golf course, man. So,
well, shoot, like a couple things I learned with my dad and uncles is, man, and from y'all guys, is like we just, and I guess it's growing up Latino or Mexicano or whatever, like this, like you can't just get paid a compliment, like, hey, nice shirt, damn, hey, Pizza Country Club, and you're like, what? Like, I mean, what, you know what I mean? And so it's like, it's just kind of getting ridiculed by your uncles, and I guess that's like the term of endearment, right?
You have no idea, man. That's 100%, man. That is 100%.
But the point that you're making, Andy, and the one that I hear is that we do that at what expense? There's other cultures that support each other, and we support each other. Don't get me wrong, but there's always an element of us like competing with each other, not wanting to give you like compliments. Even compliments in our little old group is like, why are you complimenting me? What do you want? Like,
what do you want,
dude? You want a drink or what? Nah, man, don't be nice to me. But we should be that way, Andy. I mean, we should be open to that. And unfortunately, I don't know. Like, you're right. It's our upbringing. I can't explain it. I can't put my finger on it.
I think it's more of it's showing our love, man. That's basically how we do it. We're going to be hating on each other for the rest of our lives, unfortunately. And you make it worse.
It's love, right? It's love. The more hate, right? The more hate you get, the more love.
If you can't take it later, man, like you don't belong in that. Unfortunately, that's how it is. And we support each other, but we always call it, there's a professional way to do it, and then there's behind closed doors, and you kind of hit on each other. But here we're supporting, man, and I think that's huge. And I think what Dave's trying to get is like, we got to support, take care of each other, take care of the culture.
Yeah, and bust each other chops along the way, by no means. But
oh no,
more supportive than we traditionally are.
Chingos and support, right?
Chingos support, man. You know. So
that's
let
what
me
we
ask you
need.
this. Let me test your Chicano on you, if you don't mind.
Hey,
I'm gonna give you a test question.
hey, but hold on.
Yeah,
Before you get there, it's like, you know what? They always say it's like, hey, do you have any Mexican in you? Do you
Yeah.
want some? Right? Well, you know what? If I don't have enough in me, I want some. All right. I'm just
No, yeah, and this is a good. So the reason that's a good point. The reason why I'm asking this, Steve. Remember we played golf and we played with some guy from Colombia. What was it from? He was from Mas Puto. That's true, man. From George Lopez.
Co-host.
So we were playing golf. I forgot where here in San Antonio, and one of the guys was from some other Latin country, not Mexican. And he says, he reads our shirt and he goes, Chingos. And he has an American friend. And his friend goes, what does that mean? And then the guy says, Chinga tu madre. And I was like, man.
You know, when he said just picture David running down like the Ultimate Warrior, coming down from the Raptors. That's how David was like, no.
So let me ask you this, Andy. Here's the question. What does Chingos mean?
To you.
To you. Let me ask you that. What does Chingos mean? And you're from the Corpus Christi. That's what I heard. Like, we share a similar.
Well, okay. So you hear Chingos. I think of more along the lines of chingon, right? That I think chingon, right? Like big shit.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that's where I think of. And so, when talking with Steve, when connecting with Steve, you know, and having him on the show, you know, he said Chingos, and he said more this, more beer, more golf, more stogies, more and I'm like. And I guess because just growing up, you know, here, más chingón, you know,
yeah. Or the other one with the A, you know, or
the other one, you know? Yeah, chingón. Oh, yes. Yeah. and so, you know, like you hear those, and so that's what I think. I think of like, you know, big stuff or big shit, whatever. You know, I'm sorry, I don't need to be cussing, but I do because I have to get it in as a teacher, man. I gotta get it in out after hours. I got to because I can't be doing it during the day and on the clock, and I gotta get it out. And so when you say when I hear Chingos, that's what resonates with me.
Good, and that's exactly what it means. Abundance, you know. And there's three words. And then I was thinking of how to explain to people. I had a lady come up to me and she was like, "What does that mean?" But she gave me the look of she was thinking of the third word, you know, the other thing, and. I was put on the spot and I got a little nervous. Steve was there. Steve helped me out. But, you know, with Spanish, if you say el papa or la papa, what's el papa means the Pope. La papa, a potato. Super simple. And change of a one letter changes everything, man.
You can't say papas around me because I get hungry. I'm like, and in Corpus, I'm not too sure. In Corpus, like up here it's you know, it's in Corpus we say eggs blanquillos. That's like that's our things. Like it's like quieres papa con blanquillo, you know, like little whites, right? Like the little eggs. That's what blanquillos, you know. That's what
that. Wow.
That's what we say. And so I say I said, oh yeah, can I get wiener con blanquillo? And they're like, ¿qué es blanquillo? And I'm like, huevos, you know, eggs, you know, eggs. And so like I've never heard that up here, you know, blanquillos.
I've never heard blanquillos either. That's the first time I hear that, you know, for egg whites, right? Maybe
egg whites, it just or little whites, you know, like
little whites,
eggs, you know.
Hey man, careful when you say that, man.
Hey, I want some more of those.
Hey, so
go ahead, Steve. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to ask. I want Andy to get into, you know, a little bit more of his story. I've been listening to your podcast for a good while now, and I've heard different things, man. I want to know, what's your what are we looking at as far as score on the golf course, man? Because I've heard 70s, I've heard 80s, and then you know, I just
want
to know. And it's not. I'm not hating. I'm trying to support you. I just want to know, man.
I thrive. I think you know, from watching some of y'all stuff, you know, like we kind of thrive on some of that toxica, right? That toxic nature, toxica, you know, and I'm on a bit of a heater right now. I had a 77 this past week at Buckhorn, and I say because there's different types of rounds for me as. Right now I'm in a bit. I'm really working hard and playing competitive golf. In regards to my group or money games, you know, when it counts.
Oh,
right?
Wow. You're competing in betting.
Yes, competing in betting and gambling. And
wow.
The previous week, 2 weeks ago at Alisation, I hit a 73. And
Sorry, your boy Arnold.
The foremost sword to his handicap. Well, okay, but the thing is, and this is the thing, I don't understand all that handicap shit, right? Like they
Yeah,
take
it's
that,
complicated.
Yeah.
they take
This,
that,
that.
they take the aggregate of your last 10
Yeah.
rounds or 8 rounds. I don't know, and so every time, so it's like you put one round in, another round gets knocked out or whatever, right? So
Yeah.
so I don't understand that stuff. But the thing is, I shot a 77 this past week, 73 the previous week. 2 weeks, we went to Vegas, I'd say about 3 weeks ago. I hit a 73 over there in Vegas.
Wow.
And
Insane, man.
I was -2 going into 17 there at Desert Pines. I was -2, like, and we're playing $100 a 9. We already took these guys for $100 the front 9. I felt bad because they're great dudes, JB and Jay, like they're great guys. But the partner I had, I mean, he goes, we already took him for 100, and he goes, so what's up, guys? Are we double pressing on the back? And I'm over here like, I'm getting scared. I'm like, I feel weird because I know we're gonna take these dudes' money, but they're like, fuck yeah, let's go. And so I'm -2 going into 17. It's a par 4. I hit into a fairway bunker. I am 109 out, and there's water behind the green, trees to the left, water right. I take my 9-iron thinking, I said, you know what, I'm gonna go about 20 yards up, try to, I mean, how it is when you're in a fairway bunker, like it never goes I guess the distance you think it's gonna go, right?
Yeah,
So
never.
I freaking hit it solid. It hits the back of the green, goes into the water. I triple bogey. I par the last hole. I end up shooting +1. And we take these dudes for another $100. And so like everyone's like, oh my gosh, like you shot like amazing. The course was short. It was like 5,800 yards. It was short, but you know what? It's Vegas.
Yeah.
The altitude is different. The air is different. You're feeling
Might
loose.
as well.
No wife, no kids. You know what I mean? Like I'm staying. Somebody caught my rooms at the Paris. I'm playing free, and so I've been on a bit of a heater. I'm not
That's
gonna
awesome,
lie.
man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Man, I can't even say my last.
Say it.
I'm in 90s, man. Like 90s.
There's nothing
low
wrong with
90s.
that. Hey, I'm very capable. I always say my golf game's like a box of chocolates.
Never know what you're gonna get, man.
You never know.
Well,
never
your
know what you're
motto
gonna get.
is, I don't golf. Quote, I don't golf, I battle.
I do.
Man,
Goonies
Follow-
never say die, man. Goonies never say die.
you have an iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, a YouTube channel. You are really doing a lot of work for your podcast. You put a lot of work into it and effort.
Yeah.
What made you select Out of Bounds? Nothing is OB. What made you connect those dots, and how does it correlate to your podcast? Like, how did you fit it in?
Well, if you've kind of seen anything from me, David, just as the show, and I think Steve, from being, meeting together and playing, a round of golf together, my friends tell me like, why did you say it like that? Or why are you saying it like that? And well, how come you asked them? One of my buddies went to jail, and I'm like, what'd you go to jail for? You're not supposed to say that. I don't have a filter. I don't have time.
Got it.
I
Okay.
don't have time for the shit. Bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't. If I want to know something, I'm gonna ask you. And I think at the same time, I think people respect it. If if I'm gonna talk shit to you, I'm gonna say it to your face.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna do it behind your back.
Yeah.
And so it's OB is because I go wherever,
So I listen to some of your podcasts, and I hear you interview some of the what I call kids. They're in college, sports, you name it, and you really, I watched a few of them. I watched tidbits. Let me ask you this, man. Compared to our youth, and this is the question that I thought to myself: what do you see golfers now have that we didn't have when we were younger? So, like, what is it that they have, and what is it they don't have? What do you see in that youth right now that play college golf?
Well, David, how old are you, Dave?
Well, I'm my 39. I'm almost 40 years old. So,
Steve, how old are you, Steve?
I'm 40.
Okay, so we're pretty much cut. I'm 40. I'm 44. We're pretty much cut from the same cloth, right?
Right.
I think a lot of times is that, you know what? Hey, like our grandparents, our moms, our dads, they went out there and they hit balls with us. I mean, they threw the ball. They threw the ball with us. We took the Frisbee out to the beach or whatever. Like we all did the stuff together. I mean, we did it together, right? Like, I mean, my grandfather, God bless his soul. I mean, he could barely move. Had two repaired knees, and he would go out there and he would hit me freaking fly balls. And I think the thing is now it's like we did everything. We did everything. We rode bikes, we skateboards, we got freaking strawberries, bloody knees, whatever. I mean, no helmets, no shirt running around, no shoes. And I think these kids nowadays is that I see as a coach, and I'm sure Steve, you see it too from being on the volunteer coach side, and is that everyone kind of like they want to make everything so sports specific, and I mean that could work one or two ways. Hey, like you could put your chips all on one number,
Soccer, football, or basketball, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? And I think Steve can see this at an early age with his girls. Is that I think the best athletes are the ones that are well rounded.
Yeah,
and all different things.
Yes, that can do a little bit of everything. But I think the big thing is that it is access. Is access because it's not just a white man's game anymore when it pertains to golf. It's not. It's not.
Right.
You still get that country club mentality. Don't get me wrong. That we don't deserve a seat at the table. But you know what? I think guys like you, guys like me, everybody wants to help the next people up, or in our case, like the next youth up, and have it a little bit easier and give them. I mean, everybody, like I had Cameron on the show, Cameron Caudillon from UTSA. She just said her dad always tells her, "Hey, just all you need is a shot. All you need is a shot."
Yeah.
And I really took that to heart once he said that, and I'm like, I think that's just what we need, right? I mean, just a
everyone
chance.
just a shot, just a chance to do good and to do the best that I can, man. And that's good that you do that, and you give them the opportunity also to have a voice. Like people, I don't know of any, golfers when I was in college, whatever. I didn't play golf till I was in college, and I did it just because my college buddies would play. It wasn't a thing that I did. My dad, I never played golf when I was a little kid. Never did. But I shoot 120, 125. I've never gone under 110.
Well, you just granted, man, like you just started again, during the pandemic.
Whatever. I never got really into it. I did it because
the thing is, you have to put the time. You have to put the time at the course, man. And with the family, it's kind of tough. And as they get older, they get a little bit.
Well,
more
I wish I would spend more time when I was young, when I have family.
Oh yeah.
I put more effort into it, and I wish I would have played in high school. But I didn't know golf, man. Golf was something only loners did, man.
We had a golf team, right?
Yeah. Maybe one person
you had a
besides
golf
Ruben.
team?
Maybe one person besides Ruben that played golf. Thank you.
Oh,
that's my point.
Brenda, our good friend Brenda.
Get out of here. Can't be a friend.
He had a list. He had a list ready. He's over here like, I know you're going to answer this question.
Where's the yearbook? Give me the yearbook.
All right. Wait, Tony.
Speaking of high school, big shout out. This is one of our coaches from high school.
Oh, man.
Coach Hop. Yeah.
So what are you saying there?
He's like,
back to play. Yeah. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah. So I know he wants to play with us. Hopefully, he's from Laredo, retired recently. So we'll get a round in, coach, once you get back up here, or we'll go down Laredo. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because we're talking a little bit about
Coach Hop. See you, man. Yeah. Oh man, God bless you, man. Always a good guy there. He helped me out a lot. He was somebody that gave me a shot. And Andy, one thing, I went from private school to public school, and I wasn't the best at sports, and they put me around in 4 different in football. They put me in different spots. Long story short, it was him who gave me a shot. So my heart to you. He did.
Okay, dude. Man. Hey, I'm not. We're not gonna go there, man. We're not gonna go there.
I'm gonna bust
We're here. We're here already.
I know, but
we're here. Steve. All right. So tell us, Steve, how good of a football player was David?
Jeez.
So at the beginning, like you said, four spots. Yeah. But let me tell you, he was one of the best linemen in the district, and pretty much I would say all the way up to San Antonio 956 area. Like he was.
Yeah. Maybe 210. Yeah. But I was short, but I was quick, and Coach Hopkins taught me technique. And his thing was, hey, David, you're not the biggest guy. You give me 3 seconds. That's all I need. 3 seconds. So a lot of the hits that I would take was me just getting laid out. But it was 3 seconds to get laid out, and they would run the ball. And that was it. I would cut short.
Dude, that's good. Good. That's good coaching.
For Bilo Mexicano against, 6'4".
That's great.
6'2".
Like, hold on. I'm a coach, and I'm writing that down. Just give me 3 seconds. Damn.
3 seconds. All I need is 3 seconds. And we had a good quarterback. We had a quick quarterback who used to run around and all that good stuff. But hey, I'm glad he's watching this. Hopefully we make him proud, man.
So is that where you're at, David, in Laredo?
Yeah, we were born and raised in Laredo. Yep.
Oh no, he's here.
High school. No, I'm in San Antonio. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're here, dude. Let's go, man. My boy Richie Rubio is the head golf pro out there in Laredo Country Club. I love
Oh,
that.
Let's do
really?
it, man. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I love that track. Gosh,
Yeah,
it's
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 Is it
tough.
really? I've never played there,
Dude, it's
but
tough. It's tough. I'll get you on. I mean, I got to sneak you in through the back door.
yeah, man. Yeah.
Steve and I will walk through
We'll
the
just walk
entrance,
in
but
and
Yeah,
don't
no,
they'll.
pick
worry.
them in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the gate's right there by. Was it 2? There's like some
Yeah,
houses there.
right by, yeah, right by 2. Yeah, right by
Yeah.
2. Right by
the
the tennis
best
court.
course that I like is the Bandit. And if you can get me in the Bandit, man,
Dude, it's
geez, I
quirky.
will.
It's quirky, dude. That course,
It is.
man. That course is quirky, dude. It's a tough track, dude. Tough track.
It is. But I
I
love
think
it.
any
Nice
course
scene.
that has every hole named, I think either it's like a really really tough hard course or like a shitty course. But you know what?
Yeah.
Because what is it? What is the Masters? I mean, they have every hole has a name, right? Every hole has, what is it? Pink dog leg or azalea and whatever, right? And then over there they have a courage pass, or they have the courage or the courage pass, and they have every name. They have a name for
Wow.
every hole, and so that's kind of intimidating.
Yeah. Man,
Jeez.
Hey, I got a question from one of our buddies here, Chris Gonzalez. Question: Can you take your girl to the course, or is it boys and balls only?
Chris. Gee, wow, who is this guy? Oh, Chris, man.
Yeah, you know him,
Andy,
David.
you're the guest, man. Answer
Ooh,
that.
you
one,
want me to
man.
answer it?
Yeah, I want you to answer it, man.
No OB.
Okay. Well, because all right. So in our group, Four Bros tour, we had a situation, and I don't have to say the players, but we had a situation to where we frequented a course. It was our home course, and we became really good friends with the cart girl. She would hook us up with drinks, give us shots, tell us all the cheese man going on there at the course. I mean, just very friendly. And again, we're family friendly guys. But you know what? She was just very cool with us. And a little hit of the pipa, what is it? It's CBD every now and then, right? And very very cool, just very cool chick, young girl, nice girl. Well, we had somebody in our group go back and state that somebody was cheating and messing around, and I mean, and like total 100% total BS. And so from that point on, we had to kick that member out. And then again, because he's trying to ruin happy homes when nothing. I mean, dude, cart girl, hey, you know what I shot today? Hey, hit the, watch me drive. Right? You know what I'm saying? And where it's friendly, fun. It's on the course. You don't take it anything further than that exact moment. And we do not allow girls to play in our tournaments because of that reason. We do not allow wives. We do not allow girlfriends. We do not allow girls.
Because of a cheese man.
Because of, somebody trying to break up a happy home, right? Because you had one wife telling another wife this stuff was going on, which was not. Well,
wow.
I had an event 2 weeks ago at Cigars International. I was giving out free stogies. It was a Four Bros / Nothing is OB. And we invited wives out there, and guys were giving me shit because we invited wives.
You broke the code.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I'm saying. It's Four Bros is one thing. Nothing is OB. Hey, it's a family friendly. It's a family,
It's a family friendly event.
It's a family friendly.
Yeah,
it's a family friendly event. Sure, you got to be 21 and up to enter.
To get into that Cigar International.
But just to where I love for my girls to take me, like on Father's Day. I love coming up because my wife has her thing, the girls have their thing, and golf is like my thing. So on Father's Day, we go play 9 holes, and we all go to play together. Myself, my wife, and my 2 girls, and it's just like we play a scramble because we'll be out there all freaking day. But I think there's times when the girls and wives, I think they definitely have a place out there on the course.
Yeah, of course, especially with you, and to spend time with you.
I've taken Les one time, my wife, to the course, and just to play, like me and my good friend Danny and his wife, and it's a tough crowd. I'm gonna tell you on that end. It's for them to say, "Oh, is it supposed to go that way?" or is that pretty much it? Like, they didn't go that far. Why did his go farther than yours? So. Yeah, does it give me a little bit of motivation? But if you can't play in front of your wives telling you, "Hey, you gotta pick it up" or something, then you gotta get stronger. You gotta get better.
Dave, what are your thoughts, Dave? I'm curious.
Well, I haven't even taken my kids to play. I have 3 little ones: a 6-year-old, 5-year-old, 3-year-old. All right, so they're young, and I'm yet to take them with me to play golf. and I feel
You're
like
smart.
a bad father. No,
Smart man. Smart man.
I wanted to take at least my son, take him out there. I did buy him clubs. I bought him clubs on Facebook Marketplace. I think he's a lefty or righty. I don't know what he is, but
Hey, father of the year right there. Put him down.
There.
Just have him punch, dude. He's not gonna be teeing off, man.
Well, I mean, I just put him right, and so I took my daughter to what is it? Not to the range.
Oh,
no, to the range, just the range. But that was like a year ago, man. So I failed right now, but after talking to you guys, I need to go out with the kids and have a good time out there. It's getting hot though. I don't know if I want to go out there in the heat. Andy, full disclosure, man, golfer wise, 1 to 10, I'm like, if the weather's nice, 7. If it's hot, 3. I'm miserable, man.
Just picture like you have to bring a cooling towel for David, an ice bag for him, a little fan with a mister.
You know what? I love to play in any conditions, but I need all that shit too. I'm like I'm like a pampered chef, like pampered chef, right? Like that needs to be me. I need all of that stuff. I have all the paraphernalia.
See, I learned that from Steve, and I don't take stuff. But Steve's like, "Oh, here, I brought your towel." Like almost like a wife, man. I was like, "Thanks, Steve, watching over me." He's like, even he has an umbrella, has all this stuff, so. Let's get the truth.
Well, the thing is that you have to realize, like, we have an opportunity to go play. If I have an opportunity to go play, it could be 107 degrees. I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a light rain and it gets even worse rain, I'm gonna go. If it's a freeze, I'm going, because that's the only opportunity. Because it's 4 or 5 hours out of the day, man, and or more. And I know that's something that you have to take advantage of on my side. It's just because we're always busy. There's always something else going on.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. That gentleman said it right there. That gentleman said it. Blanquillos.
Always the way they say it.
Oh, Antonio. Hey, that's
Blanquillos.
Andy. That's Antonio. It's one of my good friends. He's He's the guy who won the tickets to the Masters. Man, he took me to the Masters.
Shh. I'd be kissing his hairy ballsack. Just leave that question out there the whole time, dude. Shoot. Hey, Antonio, you're the man.
A true friend. But
so let me ask you. I'm curious. All right, I had a question for both of y'all. Now, I know Steve asked me to be on the show, and he wanted me on the show because, like, of my golf knowledge, whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, dude, like, I just love golf. Like, I just want to be out there. I want to be out there with my boys, but you know what? I'm also the guy that I can be there. Like, geez, I can be there just by myself. I really can. And I think as a football coach, I'm like, shoot, I always tell the kids, like, the coach is 115 degrees. I was like, if I can play golf in this weather, I could coach in this weather. And so, and I think the thing is, it's about the journey too, and it's about who you're with. So, like, if I have a chance to be with my boys, to be with my dogs, like,
100%.
I don't care what it is or whatever. I am though, David. I'm taking the cooling towel. I'm taking but damn, any chance I get to be out there on the course, I just want to be out there, dude. I'm a dog. I'm a dog for golf, and I just want to bark out there. I just want to mark my territory and piss all over the damn place.
And the cooling towel thing is something I've learned. I think we've learned the hard way too. My wife said, "Hey, make sure you take a cooling towel for anyone who needs it.
Smart.
Liquid IV, some Gatorade. You gotta stay hydrated, because you'll get to the point where you're just like, you can't even move, man, and you start getting pale. But if we ever go golfing, I always try to take care of my boys there for anything they need, man."
One of my questions is pet peeves.
Wait, hold on.
It goes along with this here.
Hey, wait.
I got a pet peeve.
And Andy was asking us a question, man.
I already forgot. I was just making a statement.
I forgot too. Yeah, he's trying to make a statement.
I was trying to take over your show, guys. I already hacked into your StreamYard, so I'm already about to kick Steve out. You're bringing us down, Steve. You're bringing us down.
I was like, I'm just gonna remove myself from the chat.
Look, you hit a good point though, Andy. You hit a really good point. I love to play golf with people that I love, people that I know. What I hate playing golf is when I'm paired up, or all of a sudden there's that one loner guy that I don't know who he is. They pair you up with somebody. Usually, 8 times out of 10, they're weird. I've yet to meet somebody.
Randos.
Weird.
We call them randos.
They show up, and my pet peeve, here's my pet peeve. It's not the rando. My pet peeve is, Steve, I think you know this. What's the first question? When they ask me this question, I'm done. Like, I want nothing to do with them. And I tell Steve, don't tell him. But, You know,
You want me
Curious.
to?
seriously.
What is it?
You want me to ask the question?
Do it.
Yeah,
do
but
it,
I'm not
Steve.
gonna. I can't go into details of what of that. But yes, you go.
I,
What is the question that's
David,
just my
David,
opinion?
David, don't act like baby. Don't act like that. Tell
No, it's
me.
just
I want to. I
it's
just
just
want to
Steve
know. I
knows.
just want to know. I just want to know you.
So the question, just to get this out of the way,
Yeah, let's get
and
out of the way. Get out of the way, Steve.
go high level if you want, David. But the question is, oh, so what do you do,
No, like no. What's your job? What do you do
or
for a
what's your
living? And
job?
I,
like,
you
Yeah.
know,
it's the
man.
first question you ask.
I'd like to ask that.
Is that too much? Like, can you ask that on the fifth question? Can you ask me how my day is? Can you ask me, are you
Uh,
enjoying the beer? But the
oh,
first question is, what do you do for a living? I'm sorry, you want to know how much I make? You want to know how much my house is worth? To me, that my head goes there, and I tell them. So this is what I say: do you want to know the fun stuff or the serious stuff? And
mm.
this usually, hey, freeze, and I tell them about the podcast, about Chingos. I don't tell them anything about my private. I'm really private, by the way, Andy. I don't go there just because I just don't, man. I want to know you as a person. You know, go
Well,
for it. What are your thoughts?
I think. Okay, you make a great point, David, because I think I like that. I agree with that. Yes, don't make it the first question, and
Mhm.
I think, and I'm there with you because you know what. I'm like, you made me feel like crap because I'm like, damn, I ask that question all the time. But again, I think it takes me a little while to get there with a person. I might
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
even if I'm just being paired up with somebody, I might not even ever get there because I don't feel comfortable to say that. But once I start to get to know the guys, like I say about a month ago, I played at Riverside and I walked it because right now it's the best deal. I think it was $26 at 8 a.m. on a Saturday to walk at Riverside, brand new course. I
Wow.
mean, at the end of July, they're going to have carts, so it's not going
Shout
to be
out.
that price at a prime rate ever again, right?
Yeah.
And I got paired up with this guy. I think his name was one guy's name was Rob, the other guy's name was Jesus or Chewy. And man, dude, they were older guys. They were badass. They were cool. We walked with them, and they were freaking great. I mean, they were. It was just great to play with. But again, whenever I just kind of, if I'm ever a single, I kind of let my. I always say I'm a chameleon. Is it when it comes to golf? Like you want to play bitch golf, and you want to make everybody putt everything out, and you want me to take a drop from the rocks or get it off of oh, that's a stroke, whatever. I can play bitch golf. You want to play cool golf? Let's have fun. Hit it
Fun,
where
good
it is. You know what?
time, kick
Hey,
it, yeah,
hey,
whatever.
hey,
Do what you
I'm
want
gonna
to do.
take a mulligan. I'm gonna play another one,
You
drink
do
beers,
it.
whatever.
Yeah.
I love being that guy too.
Yes. Yes.
You want to bet? You want to bet? Hey, $10 on the front, ten
Nah, I
dollars on
don't
the
do
back,
that.
$10 total. I'm like, I'm that guy too. You know what? And so I am always ready to be whatever the road takes me.
Nice.
And I think it's you got to read the room, man. There's those golfers that, yeah, they want to be serious. Okay, I could be serious. I could play and focus up, or we could just hang out. And I'm not going to say, yeah, go, let's give me pick it up. Like, that's fine. But like you said, Annie, just reading, being adaptable is huge, especially on the golf course, man.
So Andy, what's your pet peeve in golf?
Oh man, pet peeve on the course. I think it's, gosh, man. What who show is this? My show or your show? Whose show is it?
No, this, hey
No,
man,
this,
you don't have to answer it. Steve, give him a second. He's thinking about it. Steve, what's your pet peeve? Oh, I might know your pet
Well, it's
peeve.
gonna. Okay, well, if you know me so well, what do you think it is?
oh damn! Here
Oh
we go.
man.
Do you
Oh.
know your
I think I
partner?
know you, bro. No,
Yeah,
no, you
okay,
don't.
so when do you get most frustrated? When do I see you get frustrated? No, I'm
You
gonna
don't,
say
because this
whenever
is cool, baby. It's
when we
all
speak, like
relaxed.
your backswing, sometimes you like to mess around, but you don't mind that. So it's not that. I know what about you get your lost balls. You like to walk around and all of a sudden you find your ball on the rocks.
Oh,
That's
that's
my
okay.
pet
That's
peeve.
not a pet.
And
That's your
that's why I
pet
don't
peeve.
bet money with you, Steve. I
Nah,
don't bet
man.
money
I'm not
because
gonna even start with
your
you.
ball goes out of bounds, OB, and everything is OB with you, and you randomly find
It's the
it.
same ball, same sticker, everything on there,
No,
man.
it's not, Steve. Okay, sorry. Go
Okay,
ahead, Steve.
so
What's your pet peeve?
since you never answered the question, my pet peeve is slow play, man. And
Really?
yes, it's not that I want to finish up. It's that, hey, I just want to keep at a certain rhythm,
Yeah.
momentum, and especially the weather or whatever. I just feel, if there's a group in front of us and it's just like you're more than 5 to 10 minutes just waiting on the tee box, man. Like, okay, that's something up, because I always get called out. Like, I think every time I go golfing, uh, and I'm either with
For
a
slow
group,
pay, Andy?
the marshal, yeah, the marshal would always come and just let me know, hey, I gotta you guys gotta you gotta pick it up. I'm like, hey, it's a group in front of us. It's not us. And you know, you don't want to argue with that. But yeah, my pet peeve is slow play.
Damn.
I would have to say I think it's slow play. I think it's slow play. Steve,
Right
you
there.
Steve.
Steve
Steve
always
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 finds
fine.
this ball.
Okay,
Always.
so
hey.
again, I know where I hit, and
Oh
it's
man,
out there,
I
man.
don't know.
Oh, dude.
I think what is
No
it? It's like
way.
you hear it once, it's a rumor. You hear it twice, it's truth, right? You know,
Truth,
so I
man.
think
It's
so.
because
I
these
don't.
guys, David plays
This,
with like the orange ball, and like it's easier to see, and it's a
Which, by the
range
way, I'm
ball
no
or something.
longer playing with those balls anymore. By the
Oh,
way, I no.
congratulations, man!
Yeah, I'm not playing with the orange, yellow, reds. I've
Not
learned
that
that
there's
they don't
anything
roll.
wrong with it,
No,
but
they
I'm
don't.
just
They don't
saying,
roll right. They don't
you know,
roll as good as just white clear ones. I
that
didn't know that.
you know what I think that same thing, and I think that's what when the money's on the line, I can't be caught putting with the freaking what is it, the Captain American, those Volvic, I guess those Marvel ones.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess I would have to say back to that question. I would have to say I guess it's slow play, and I mean slow play. It does kind of suck sometimes, but you know what? I think it's just I saw Antonio put it. It's just I guess like the mad guy, you know, the having the mad guy in the group, where because you know what? I get mad, but I don't have anybody to blame but myself. I love to
Yeah.
really I love to really screw around and mess around. And, you know, one of my buddies before he's putting, you know, I'll give him a little, you know, a little chode check, you know, to see how stressed they are, to see if those butt cheeks are
the hands
clenched
are
or not.
just like it.
Yeah, you know, to see if he's like, woo, if he's on edge, you know, and I really like to mess around and keep it super light because again, we're out there for 4 or 5 hours and like shoot,
At
man, like
least.
you
At
want to
least.
like dude like you want to go, you want to be stressed, like you can go home and be stressed about some other stuff, you know. And I want to have fun, I want to enjoy myself. Golf is the only thing I can still compete at. I played basketball this morning at the gym with some guys, and
Let's go.
man, like geez, hey, like I was getting bodied, like these guys were posting me up, and so I said tomorrow, I said I'm gonna bring the basketball shoes tomorrow, man. I was playing in some freaking New Balances today. I said,
It's,
no,
it's all about
you're gonna
it's
get
all
the
about
Charles Barkley
technique, man.
Forces tomorrow, man. Shit.
It's technique. You just gotta do technique, man. That's it.
Jeez. Well, there's, Andy, you talk about, there we go. Andy, you talk about your dad being around even when he's here. I'll say who's around for Steve all the time, right there.
I love
Leslie Jones,
Right there.
his wife.
That's
My
right.
pet peeve is how it's never
She
just golf.
She lurks in the shadows.
Yeah,
In the
right there.
shadows.
Ooh, she's watching. She's hearing.
Oh yeah, I'm
great
glad she's
advice.
watching because look, there's always something that hey, we just finished around, let's go have a beer, or hey, we
Yeah.
finished around, let's go get
We have
something to
2
eat.
drinks. Yeah, come on. It's only an
it's
hour. Come on.
We'll see. No, and oh
Love you,
man, I
babe.
get that. And so my wife always, and what I love about my wife, again, she's a coach. My wife is a coach's daughter, and she married a coach, so she knows that hey, that good coaches come home early. Like good, or I'm sorry, bad coaches come home early. They don't stay out late.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know,
Good point.
the good coaches, hey, they're working on their craft, they're scouting, they're doing all the extra things, right?
That
And
was
so
Coach Hopkins right there.
and so I come
right.
home smelling like popcorn and nachos and Rico's cheese, and she goes, "Oh, I definitely know this motherfucker ain't cheating on me. He's coming home smelling like Rico's products, right? Rico's concession stand products." And I think the thing is that you want to kind of, I guess, outline what type of round it is. So my wife always asks me, the night before, all right, babe, what kind of round are you playing tomorrow? Are you just going and coming? Is this you're eating breakfast in the morning? You're having drinks and lunch with the boys? You're getting belligerent drunk, can't drive, and I have to go pick you up. So what type of round is this going to be? And I always say, having lunch after with the guys, but it could easily turn into the one where you have to pick me up. So,
Nice.
Setting proper expectations, man.
you know what I mean? And then, you know what? Sometimes I'll say that and then I'll come home early and she's like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you." Hey,
Surprise.
Yeah.
That's good communication, man. That's good. I don't have that. Not in a good or bad way.
Are you okay, man? You're paranoid.
No, because I'm here. I'm waiting for the door to open up, but no, because mine's also lurking too.
What are you doing in here?
But mine's physically here.
Put your pants back on. Sorry, Mom.
No, point. I don't. I need to start doing that. I think if I do something like that where I give expectations, I think when I come home, the expectation is not that I'm gonna take care of the kids, get the house. Like I work after I play golf, I come home. It's not just rest. I gotta do something, and I gotta shower.
Honey-do list, man.
Huh?
Honey, it's called the honey-do list, man. And
yeah, that's Yeah, but maybe if I set expectations, maybe I could get away with it.
Yeah, that's an opportunity right there, man. Just set proper expectations. I think you're good, man. You'll be okay, dude.
Hope so
It's
too.
okay.
Andy, I do have one last question. I had 4, but I'm just gonna pick my last one before we close off here. From your experience in playing multiple golf places in San Antonio or the surrounding area, what's your favorite golf course and why? What's your recommendation?
I was hoping you didn't tell me because I'm gonna get a call.
Top two, you have to.
I'm gonna get a text.
You're gonna get a text.
From a GM something the next day.
It's a loaded question.
I could be general too. I mean, top 3. You know, I don't know.
Okay.
We all know Cedar Creek is number 1, so we'll go past that.
Shut the hell up. That course, I don't know. Like everyone. So when I had Steve on the show, and everyone, you know, we have a lot of guys watching, right? Or a lot of people watching, chiming in. I ask him this question. He says Cedar Creek, and everyone's like, "Well, this guy is a weirdo. What is wrong with him?" I was like, this guy is like, man, this guy's psycho. He's psychotic. Well, I'm gonna say it like this, right? Like I'm gonna put it, let's say private course, let's say semi-private, and that makes it a little bit difficult to get on, and then just a straight up Alamo City Golf Trail course. Well, I'd say the first one, I'm just in love with Oak Hills as a private country club course, members only course. Wow. You really feel like you get a sense of the Ghost, it being the oldest, like I guess member owned course in the state of Texas.
Okay.
It's the same guy. A.W. Tillinghast is the same guy that designed Brackenridge. So it's got some old bones. It was, when it was first got created, it was created 20 miles outside of the center of the city. So let's put it that way. It's right there on Fredericksburg and Callahan. A lot of people don't know that there's a course in there. And it's just, man, you feel the ghost of golf there. It's really tight. It's beautiful. You'll see Abe Answer on some of the other tee boxes. You'll see Jimmy Walker on some of the other ones. Their snack station, I've put on several pounds there, is amazing. They have freaking little peanuts and graham crackers and peanut butter jelly. Like, I mean, hey, it's all about the snacks, right, bro? I mean, snacks. And so
you have to.
Oh, what's the cost? What's the price? We're looking 100 or 200. I know it's all members only, but
yeah, you don't get past that, I think the guest, like, if you're invited, the guest fee is $199 if you're invited.
What if I go clean? What if I go clean dishes, man? Can I go mop the floor or something?
Then you can watch from the window.
Okay, I'll do that, man.
You could be a caddy, man. Maybe you'll caddy for us.
So
sure, man. I'll give you all bad advice.
So I would say that is like my favorite private course here in town. The one that I guess it's like kind of like the next tier down, like the Canyon Springs or Silverhorn or whatever. I would have to say that next is the Quarry. I would have to say it's a tie between the Quarry and La Cantera. Quarry's nice because it's right down the street from my school, Blessed Sacrament. But rethinking about that, I have to say La Cantera because from hole 6, resort course, you get the views of Fiesta, Texas. You get the views of the city, of the rim, of the quarry that's there. The rock wall and everything, and you see the rock, and you see, meet the new Mitieta, Mi Familia, whatever. You see Palladium, and it's just a different side, northwest side of our city, and it's just freaking beautiful. Again, not too busy. Corey, but I'm not. Yeah, not in the summer. You're gonna get freaking roasted. There's no trees out in the course.
There's no trees there. Yeah.
And then I'd have to say, for an Alamo City Golf Trail course, I'd have to say it's Riverside.
Okay.
I really have to say it's Riverside, and I think it's more nostalgia. I grew up in an area that surrounds Riverside, and so it just seems home. You see the stray dog with their chichis hanging off down the middle. You know what I mean? The stray dog mom, all these damn dogs following them. You smell the barbecue across the street. You see people riding their bikes, with the missions right around the corner, and so it so reminds me of home. You love seeing the Tower of Americas from hole 13, and then you see the river, the beautiful San Antonio River that cuts through it. It's super nostalgic, right? It's super nostalgic. And then I think the last one I have to say right now for military courses, because I play all the military courses, they're super cheap, guys. Super cheap courses.
Do you have to be military?
You do not. All you need, Fort Sam is open. Randolph is secretly used to be the commander's course.
Okay.
It's right off the runway. You get to see the jets fly in and out. You see the stealths. It's freaking amazing, right? Amazing. Well, Gateway Hills, Robert Vasquez is the new general manager there, and he's got that place freaking humming, dude.
Yeah.
Humming. Humming.
And you
Gateway
say cheap?
Hills.
You say cheap, you mean
39
like
$39 bucks.
Okay,
39 bucks
perfect.
on a prime time with cart.
With cart. Oh wow. Okay. What's the catch?
The catch is that for the courses that the military courses that are in base, you have to request like a base pass or like a visitor's pass. They'll give you one for 6 months. All you need is like you can't have like a felony or whatever. And if you do have one of those,
man.
you gotta ride. you gotta ride with somebody. You can still get on. You just have to ride with somebody.
I come up on your map, kind of thing. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what? So Gateway Hills, Gateway Hills is nice. From number 10, you can see Nelson Wolf Stadium from there. It's just, and I guess it's just so scenic, right? It's just kind of like you take a deep breath. It's just you, and again, it's on a base, so you see the planes coming in and out. And
I think that'll be good to take the kids, especially my little ones. Those are 6. Go see the plane while playing golf.
It's awesome, and then they have like a plane museum there that you can go and you can check out all the old planes they have over there. It's so freaking cool. It's real freaking cool.
Our listeners, unfortunately, do not get this kind of education, to be honest with you. And if they want to learn more, nothing is OB with you, Andy. I think they should go. Chingos is good for a good time. But if you want serious stuff, man, go to Andy. Andy, that's a question from Paul. Can you answer that? I have.
Paul Ledesma. How about near to SA, Alsatian, Landa, or Valor? Oh man. You can't go wrong with those courses. Valor, oh my gosh, Valor about an hour outside of 281 in Blanco, Texas. That course, I think for about 8 months has been cart path only due to some irrigation issues. Dude, it's freaking green. God bless green. Freaking green, right? Green. Landa, it's right across from Schlitterbahn, their New Braunfels. Everybody says that the reason why Landa is always in such great shape, it's because of the minerals that are in the Comal natural, like they're the river, right? And then the rocks that surrounds the river. They said it's because of the Comal. Alsatian, I love Alsatian because of the people there. The people there make that place.
Great customer service, man.
Yeah, great customer service, and I don't think you can go wrong with either of those courses. But damn, Paul, oh man. I love Alsatian. Alsatian, I think Juliana's makes it. How about outside it? SA, I just said Alsatian. Calm down, Freddie, my co-host right there. Leave me alone.
Jeez,
this guy's stalking me. He's worse than my wife, man. I'm gonna turn off my location right now.
Turn it off.
He's looking for it. Man, Andy, it's been a pleasure. A full hour has gone by. Well, maybe about 45 minutes, and we could probably go another hour with you. And
that's the fun thing about it, man.
No, yeah. It's fun, man, being with you. I would hope we play golf one day, and
we'll get out there, man.
Some rando, we should have you play with us and everything, Andy. But it's been a pleasure, man. It really has.
Thanks for having me on the show, bro. It was fun. It was badass, and this is exactly what I love to do. Is just to chop it up, man. Thank you guys for what y'all are doing because you're bringing out our culture to golf, and making it fun. And I think,
other, man.
And I always told Steve that, you know what, I never want to be the guy or never want to be the people that says no and to help the next guy. And you know what? Thank y'all guys for what you do, man. I freaking love it. Keep rocking. David, let me know, man. I always keep my clubs ready, dude. Got to be handy with the steel. I'm ready.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, by the way, what's your favorite club? What's your go-to iron, basically? Or
I have an old school 3 hybrid. It's a Callaway Hot Metal 2, Callaway Hot 2. It's trusty, dude. Like, damn.
Jeez.
And I just before we get off, I just played in a tournament last Friday at Hyatt. My boy invited me. Dude, they gave us free polos, free Wingman speaker, $200 belts, chrome soft golf balls, and as I'm coming, they gave us golf shoes. And as I'm coming around, they gave me a freaking AI Smoke 3 hybrid Callaway. And I'm just like, I'm looking at it like no freaking way, right? And then I take it out of the wrapper, and I look down at it. It's almost the same settings and the same setup as my 3 hybrid. I almost want to replace my hybrid because with this one, the technology is just
insane.
crazy.
Wow.
Dude.
But I can't do it.
So back to you did it for free stuff, and you're getting the free stuff.
No, it's taking me 6 years, and now that I've added a new co-host, my boy Freddie, Brucey, Arnold, Chaparro, Chiquito, whatever they call him. Like Steve Chavez said the other night, how many names does this dude have? He's got a lot of names. He's kind of cutting into that free stuff, but I'm trying to bring him along. We have a media day next week. In 2 weeks at Highland Pines in Houston, free food, free goodie bags, free golf, free food, free drink. I'm trying to bring him along for the ride, but he's cutting into my freebies.
Hey, but you know what, man? That's karma, man. You know, like that's good. You're helping him out. It's only good, man. You know, how can it be a bad thing? You know, come on.
Well, it's always fun by yourself, right? But you know what? It's even better when you bring your boys with you, right?
That's
Chingos the people, man.
Chingos are fun. Chingos the people, man. Damn. Well,
I appreciate it, Andy. Thanks, man. Like that's
Andy,
awesome.
A pleasure.
Guys, don't forget to follow Andy. Nothing Out of Bounds podcast. It's great. Andy, any last words, man?
No, just like I said, guys. I think I had a conversation with these guys today earlier on the phone about doing some stuff in regards to they have some great outerwear as well. I'm sure you know what you're getting it. Sometimes we all get it. A lot of people just tell you no, like you don't belong here or no. For them, they think it's easier to say no. Well, shoot, man, it's wrong. It's easy to say yes. You know, it's so easy to say yes. And so I want to help y'all. If you ever need me in a pinch, I am ready to go. I told Steve, hey, they call me Little Caesar on the golf course, baby, because I'm hot, ready, and very, very, very. I was going to say reasonably priced. Reasonably priced. Guys, if you ever need me, man, I will always make time for y'all. Like I said, man, hey, keep rocking, man. And I'm glad to be part of your first live show. I know y'all are going to rock it. You're going to kill it. Man, keep being y'all, guys.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man.
God bless you, man.
God bless you, man. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Man, Steve, what a discussion that we had. Wasn't that fun?
Was awesome,
for our
man.
first kickoff. And to be honest with you, this is, again, couldn't be done without our friends and partners that we have out there. Shout out to Kit Kat Shop for the support. There's the logo. Where is it? There we go. We're getting this right.
We're getting this right. Yeah.
Check out Kit Kat Shack as well. Go at that. Steve, what a great man Andy is. I'm glad you made the connection. I look forward to making more connections with other, not just golf influencers, entrepreneurs, you name it, and come talk all things Chingos of Fun, Chingos of Golf, Steve. What do you think?
It was awesome. This is, again, first time. We want to be out there. We want to just support our local, golfers. And it's something, it's you got to take the risk, man. And I feel it's something that we're going to be here for a while, and we're going to keep trying our best just to show support here, not only in San Antonio but everywhere for our culture, man.
Absolutely, our culture beyond our culture. Everyone out there wants to have a good time, man.
And look at that, man. 12. We got 12 people watching. That's good. I'm happy about that.
Well, I'm not. To me, it's not about the watchers. To me, it's about the fun and the connections.
Oh yeah,
I think
man.
One thing that we talked about with Chingos is the connections we'll be making in the next couple of episodes in season 2, man. So, Steve, I love you, man. It was a great chatting with you. Great show. Let me put this. Look at this going by. I like this. Puro, what do you put? Puro 956, man. Cuz I put the 210.
Let's go.
830. You name it, man. Had a freaking blast as well. Thank you, Andy, man. Hey, God bless y'all. Good night. Hope you all have a wonderful Thursday. We will see you back again next week or 2 weeks. We'll have somebody lined up. Who's lined up next week? Los Golferos from California.
Yeah, from Cali, man. That's going to be fun.
That's going to be fun. Chingos and Los Golferos. We're going to talk about, I think we're going to have a lot of good discussions about the Latino cultures, differences from different states, not just in Texas, but all things. Thanks, everybody, for sticking around and listening to us. Coach Hop, God bless, man. Y'all take care.
Take it easy, guys. Later, guys.
Later.